Hello, it's Monday the 5th, Happy New Year and all that jazz. We even had snow. But it won't stop us cracking on with the market brief. Because Starmer's been on, he told the BBC that the UK should go further in strengthening post-Brexit ties with Brussels. However, to keep the Brexiteers sweet, he poured cold water on any idea of rejoining the customs union, even after Wes Streeting has been banging on about all the enormous economic benefits. Starmer thinks that single market alignment is the smarter play now that we have bagged deals with the US and with India. Meanwhile, PwC has been on. They put out a pretty rosy forecast with AI adding £2 billion to GDP this year. They are pretty bullish on AI. They see this ramping up to 23 billion by 2032. Sterling's been fairly quiet over the festive break with little movement against the majors, but all this may be set to change because over in the US, Trump's been on, in case you've been sleeping under a rock or in case Peppa Pig dominated the drive back from New Year skiing. US forces raided Caracas in Venezuela. They captured Maduro and his wife, flew them back to New York for drugs and weapons charges, and dear old Donald announced that the US will run Venezuela until a safe transition has been arranged. Of course, some critics have called it a flagrant disregard for sovereignty and of course tied it all to oil pricing power, but it's not like they were all up in arms the last time Maduro rigged an election. Broadly, there hasn't been that much of an issue with the idea of ending Maduro's illegitimate regime. However, the market is back with a vengeance today, so we may well see a reaction in trade. But for the time being, we kick off this morning around 134.35 against the dollar, 114.95 against the euro, and euro dollar is around 116.90 on the open this morning. That's it from me. Have a great day.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FxPlew.